So what's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Dalek JD, and in this video I have a cipher to show you on Gorod Krovi. This one can be found down below in the operations bunker, and this is a Leet Speak cipher, which is an extremely weird code for it, and this was solved by Certa Personio, Liz is a Dolphin, Tac, 9069 and a few other people, so shout out to all of you for figuring this one out. It's a pretty sneaky one, as you see a bunch of images on this monitor, and every so often you'll see the cipher message pop up on screen. But as you've seen from the title, this is to do with the transit characters and their blood, which is insane. So this message follows. Finally, the lab is almost complete. Security measures have been put in place, so the chance of detection by the Americans is very unlikely. We also have several agents embedded with the staff as insurance. We will keep the individuals in stasis, on ice to speak, and continue the specimen rotation once we finish drawing more power from the drill. Oh, I almost forgot. The sequencing for the current blood samples is as follows: SS, MJ, AB, R. And what are those initials? Samuel Stuhlinger, Martin Johnson, Abigail Brighton, and a Russman. Now, holy hell, that is an amazing cipher. Now, we've heard a little bit about the transit characters being introduced in the zombie storyline of Black Ops 3. We only heard about it literally at the start of the week, where Treyarch made the announcement of their Call of Duty Zombies comic series, which is coming in October. And in the story of that, it says, on his quest to secure an ancient artifact known as the Chronorium, Dr. Edward Richtofen enlists the help of the transit crew, a ragtag group of survivors last seen in the Black Ops 2 Zombies installment Buried. On a deeply unstable and fractured future Earth, Stuhlinger, Misty, Russman, and Martin battle for survival against the undead horde as they slowly uncover the truth behind Richtofen's mysterious reappearance. And this miniseries follows these characters' perilous journey of discovery, filling in crucial pieces of the larger zombie story. Now, with that being said, we aren't aware yet if this Call of Duty Zombies comic takes place before the events of Black Ops 3 Zombies, as we know that during the gap between Origins and Shadows of Evil and the Giant, there was a 2-year gap where Richtofen learnt about everything from the Chronorium, and this story starts with him on the quest to secure that artifact known as the Chronorium. So it sounds like this takes place before, and with this cipher we can introduce some more interesting ideas. So that story is picking up from all the characters when they're in Buried. Now, if we look back at this cipher, they mention that the lab is almost complete and that security measures have been put in place so the detection of the Americans is very unlikely, and they've also embedded several agents within the staff as insurance, which is extremely interesting. So it sounds like the lab could be built around the area of Buried if that's where the story is going to take place. Now, this cipher may not start exactly when the story of the comic book takes place, but it seems like for some reason in this universe or another universe that is separate from the Buried Black Ops 2 universe, our 4 transit characters are being held as individual experimentation, and they're drawing their blood for some unknown reason. It sounds like they don't just have the transit characters there as well. They seem to have a specimen rotation, which they say they'll continue once we finish drawing more power from the drill. Now, what's extremely interesting as well, so if we look back in Black Ops 2, I can only remember one map having a significant focus on a drill, and that's during the loading screen of Nuketown Zombies. There we can see a drill which seems to be drilling underneath the earth. So again, this could have a link as well. We know for some reason Martin was stuck within the bunker of Nuketown. How, we still do not know, so that could be explained a little bit more in depth in the comic book as well. Now, there's another idea, and it's a very, very small one, but our crew right now, our Origins crew, could be possessing the blood vials that belong to these transit characters. Now, it's a pretty far off statement. I won't say that I believe this to be 100%, but if they're mentioning the current blood samples right here, and we have a set of blood vials that we still aren't sure exactly on whose, then there's a good chance that this could be an option. Now, there is more chance that these blood vials do belong to another version of themselves as an insurance policy in case things go wrong. That's what we know from Zetsubo no Shima, but this is extremely interesting. Now, this cipher could also go in to explain something which has never been quite answered with Black Ops 2, which was explored a little bit but didn't make a ton of sense, and that was Samuel Stuhlinger and the fact that only he could hear Richtofen and none of the characters couldn't. Perhaps the fact that there's experimentation going on with them and they've got their blood samples could be a reason or an outcome as to why Stuhlinger could hear Richtofen in throughout Black Ops 2. Perhaps that's how Richtofen gets in contact with Stuhlinger again during the comic books style series, which could be a fantastic twist and a really great point. But let me know down below in the comment section, what do you think of this incredible cipher and the fact that the transit characters are being reintroduced and made more relevant in the storyline? I'll be honest, I didn't really like them that much. Now we've got the original characters back. I mean, it's original characters all the way, baby, but having the transit crew introduced again is something which I really didn't expect. Never in a million years would I expect them to be reintroduced, and the fact that it's being introduced in a comic series as well is extremely interesting, and I'll be interested to see what happens, because this is a brand new take on it, as it's a different universe to Black Ops 2, so the characters could be really different, just things could end up being different, which is exciting to think about. So let me know what you think. I'll catch you in another video very soon.